Snags8 just subscribed for 13 months.
Yo, chat, how are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? How are we doing? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Let me get everything cooked up here. I think we should be basically set to start this bad boy here. Yo, chat, I don't know about y'all, but I'm fired up. I'm fired up. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, actually. Here we go. Here we go. Bop. Okay, nope, camera's not on. Oh, okay, hold on. Take two. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta turn on the. Hold on. I gotta. Mm, let me. 1 second. Yep, and then hold on. Take two. Hold on. Reset from the top. Boom! There we go. How we doing, chat? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? F Delta Force? What's up, Joker? What's going on? Actually, hold on. Let me welcome everyone in here. Also, we have a hydrate, so we're gonna have to do that here. But first is Capsby getting first here. We have Joker getting second, and we have Sauce Z getting third here. Congratulations to those guys. Those points were awarded. We have daily check-ins from Tifui. Some of these names, Tufi. Yep, 100%. We got Keegan, welcome in. We got Capsby, welcome in. We got Sauce Z, welcome in. We got Jack Run, welcome in. We got Ferg. How you doing, Ferg? How you doing? Welcome in. We have DeBrickashaw, welcome in. We have DeBudge, welcome in. We got Joker, obviously, welcome in. Staglord, welcome in. We got Snags, welcome in. We have Jules, welcome in. We have The Zanshi, welcome in. We have Watch Out Creeper, welcome in. We have Galaxies, welcome in. We have Gobachu, welcome in. We have a Reader, welcome in. Chronics, welcome in. And we have Crash, welcome in. And not only do we have a great community here, but Snags comes in, drops the 13 months, and cheers. Yo, big dubs. Toofy. Two? Is it like Tau? Two? Toofy? Tofu? Tiffy? Dude, some names I don't know, I struggle with. I don't Nar. All right. I reset at 5,810 trophies, top 140 global. Buddy is cooking. You know what's not cooking? My base. Yesterday, my base cooked fantastically, and today, no, not as much.
Keegan2TT gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
That's how we're starting out. That's how we're starting out right now. Keegan said, "This is we're starting off with a bang." Actually, hold on. That puts into to question here: is the Dono King switched up now? Hold on, let me pull up the calc. If you're just tuning in, calc is short for calculator, in case you guys didn't know. So hold on. We have 40 times 5. Oh, hold on. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. He is not yet. That's crazy. Someone say something about a Dojo King? Yeah. Right now, Joker, brother knows all the kung fu. Aww. Someone say, yeah, okay. Top 800 player? Yeah. Using the Flameslinger base you use in CWL, or what base you using? I'm using bases that are just copied. Actually,
Joker_royalty gifted 48 subs.
Yeah, Joker. Yeah, okay. All right. Alrighty. This is how we're starting off tonight, huh? Buddy hit us with the karate chops. So that's a plus 50 right there. So he goes to 295. Keeping that position there. How long have you been playing? I've been playing for over 12 years. And then Tom comes in with the 100 biddies, bro.
Tom Brady 2323 just cheered 100 bits.
W. Actual W. Chat. Shoot. Oh, hold on. Guys, I got some big ideas. I got some massive ideas. And unfortunately, those big ideas do have me leaving the clan temporarily. And I'll be back later. But you know what? Maybe I shouldn't even talk about the big plans just yet. Do I lead you guys on? Do I hold off a little bit here? Do I tease you guys a little bit? I'll never not sort of train.
Fergal 5p gifted 1034 subs.
What? Buddy did not just drop that. Buddy did not just... Okay. Ferg is the new Dojo King. So this is how we're starting out.
1318 just cheered 200 bits.
This is how we're starting out. Hold on, let me make sure everything's correct here. Let me make sure all the totals are correct here. Wait, why does it say 99?
Keegan2TT just cheered 100 bits. Snags8 just cheered 100 bits.
Hold on. Guys, stop it! Stop it!
Keegan2TT just cheered 700
Guys,
bits.
I can't, yo, guys, I can't focus. I thought 100 subs was max. Yeah, I think that is 100 subs is more than 500. We go off of the price for all of them are straight up. Just dude, my neighbors are gonna give me are probably gonna call the cops on me if I'm not. We just go off of $5.
Keegan 2TT just cheered 214 bits.
Realistically, that was probably like 700 for Ferg because I know Ferg does things on mobile, which is a lot louder. Guys.
Jules
Oh
underscore.
my god. Keegan coming with the 5. Joker then one-upping him with 10. Tom starting the train with 100 biddies. Then Ferg takes it out and drops 100. 100 gifted.
Keegan 2TT just cheered 27 bits.
Buddy said, bow down to me, and dropped 100 gifted. And then Jules comes in, drops a little 200 biddies, Keegan comes in, drops another 100 biddies. Then Snags comes in, drops another 100 biddies. Keegan's like, no. Let me drop a 700 biddies right here, little 700 piece. Keegan then trying to one up himself, I guess, drops another 214. He didn't need to do that. And then Jules comes in, drops another 200 biddies, bro. And then Keegan comes in yet again with another 27. And then Watch Out Creeper comes in with a 245. Dude, I'm actually going to get the cops called on me if I'm
Watch
not,
Out
bro.
Creeper just cheered 245 bits.
Wait, we're level 13? There's no way. We are not a level 13 hype train right now. Guys, I just started stream. Oh no, we're level 12. Guys, I just started stream. Chronix. Guys, stop.
Just cheered 70 bits.
I haven't even done anything yet. Bro, it went from a level 4 to a 22. Dude, guys, Keegan, bruh. Chronix coming with us. Yo, you guys are going absolutely. Jules, what is happening? Are you?
Jules underscore 300,318 just cheered 100.
I haven't even announced
bits.
anything yet. Yo, if you guys got gifted a sub, make sure you guys thank them. Jesus, bro. Jules, Keegan, another 5 gifted, bro. You absolute legend. Jules, appreciate it. Oh my god, you guys are insane. Rough Times coming in. Oh my. Chat!
Rough Times underscore just cheered 30 bits.
Chat! Dude, everyone's gonna be subbed at this point. Sorry. Let me calm down here. Sorry to yell in your ears right here.
Bits.
Sorry to yell. I'll move you guys away. I only gifted because you said you were leaving the clan. Okay, well, yes and no. Now I feel bad. Jesus. Whew. Chad, I just took a shower, now I'm all sweaty. Oh, man. Hold on. Ooh. Did I get anything? Oh, I did. Oh, that's actually so fitting right now. So, here's what I was going to say. Okay. You know what? I guess shower cam when? No stream yesterday? Yeah, I lost a bet. Here's what I will say. So obviously I'm still gonna be part of the clan, right? My main's gonna, or my secondary is still gonna be, and I'll still be in the clan through like 90% of the time. However, chat, there is a however. Penguini, shout out to Penguini there, is almost level 300. I've talked about how eventually I will want to start pushing my XP level, and to do that, you have to donate a ton. And I kind of tossed around the idea of having like basically like a clan drive-through, if you would. You know, you pull up to the window, being a different clan. I donate, and then the people leave, but I do it on stream so everyone can get kind of a like a stream together drive-through. So if anyone need like troops throughout the night, they could join this clan like right away. I could donate We all benefit, you know? So I think depending during stream, I might switch to a different clan just for stream time, depending on the night, and then that's all it will be. What's the best type of troops to have in a clan castle for war defense? Ooh, hold on. Let me pause the music real quick. By the way, again, I don't want to brush over this fact here. I don't want to brush over this. Guys, everyone that gifted, Keegan, Ferg, Joker, Jules, Snags, Tom B, Watch Out Creeper, Chronix, Rough Times. I really want to make sure I'm not missing anyone here. You guys are all absolute W's, and you guys help me do what I do, you know? You guys are directly helping me, and I very much appreciate it. And that goes for anyone that contributes anything. If you guys even just like prime sub or anything, you guys are helping me do, and I very much appreciate that. I don't want to brush over that or anything like that. I appreciate you guys massively. That being said, back to what I was saying. Actually, hold on. Let me answer that question real quick because Goldfish Mine go burr. What is the best types of troops to have in a clan castle for war defense? Depends on the town hall and depends on where your clan castle is positioned. If it's more in the center, which I think it should be most of the time, you can do a lot of crazy stuff like super minions. You can do like mass witches, mass headhunters. Ice golems are always pretty much king. Dude, oh my god, bruh.
Rough times _ just cheered 30 bits.
Dude, rough times, brother. I appreciate the biddies, bro. You guys have been more than supportive tonight. You guys have been absolutely insane. Whew. Where was I? Oh, furnaces are low-key pretty solid. Dude, like, if you're in the center of a clan, if your clan castle's in the center of the base and it's not easily lurable, you can do kind of that. If it's closer to the outside, not my preferred place, but typically you will see certain bases that implement that. Typically, stun is the best thing. That's typically like anti-queen charge. That's, I don't know, mostly anti-queen charge type stuff, where you're going to want like a lava hound, maybe an ice hound, ice golems yet again, king, stuff like that. Again, I prefer the middle because you can get kind of very spicy with different troops. You can do a lot of different troops. I even see like super miners sometimes because they have that like death damage that can really take out a huge like section. That kind of stuff goes always huge. Whew. But yeah, the first announcement is the fact that I will be trying to go for level 300, and in order to do that, I'll have like a drive-through clan stuff. Is there anyone that's typically throughout the night like, yo, I need troops, you know, if you guys are grinding in the background or something like that, like resources and whatnot, is there anyone in here that's like, oh, I could use some troops or something like that? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm curious. I feel like TikTok is probably going to be the main platform that's going to need that, but... Oh, by the way, Smacks, I did see that, dude. Dude, I'm assuming you're upgrading it right away? Yes, go away. Yeah? Okay, cool. We can definitely do that. Also, what's up, Tom Nub? Can we get a shout-out for Tom Nub? So, I think I'm going to be trying that. We'll try that there. But then I have another announcement that will be after my Legends hits. But before that, we're going to obviously do that. Got to get my money up. Gotcha. Okay. Before we get into our Legends hits, before we get into our war hits, we do have a base review to do. So let's take a quick gander. We got Mandy here. Let's take a look at Mandy. Okay. Okay, here's what I will say. This is a very slight variant of a very, 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 very common base design currently. Double Rage, very, very strong. Great coverage on different things. Depending where you have your defensive their S tier defense, hidden Tesla towers. This base could be either really, really good or kind of eh. Actually, I still think it's actually pretty solid, even at eh. This base, even though I know how to kind of attack it, I do think is still like it feels like a 50-50 coin toss for myself. Typically, you want to RC dive one of these compartments. These compartments have a ton of value in it. However, even with that, I still feel like it's kind of tough. The only problem I think with these kind of base designs is purely just the fact that they're so common right now, which is not a terrible thing. It just kind of comes with the thing. Ton of value, ton of traps. Yeah, I mean yes. With an RC dive, you can definitely go into that. If you can bait it out, maybe have like hidden Teslas on one side that like pulls your RC a completely different way, and then like the other side has like a ton of giant bombs and whatnot. So depending on which side she goes on, she gets affected some sort of way. This base can work very fantastically, but again, it's very common. Most people probably have a set way of attacking this base, and that's kind of where the common base designs kind of are lacking a little bit. Regardless, I would say this is still like a very, very solidly built base. I think you'll do fantastic. I'd probably give this still like a 9, 9.5. You're not going wrong with this base if you're running it. It's very common. That's literally the only problem with it. The rage compartments are quite baited with Teslas at the right, next to the minion prints on the. Are you saying like, hold on, like let's say hypothetically, I was to RC dive down here, right? I'm trying to go in here. You're saying like a hidden Tesla pops up here, 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 where my RC would then go this direction instead of going inwards, right? Yeah, that's probably what you want to do. Also, I'm now the kill bosses 2 times if I die it resets. Ooh, so that is a thing. That is a thing. They're around the ricochet cannon. Oh, so they're here. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I mean, if you could, the main thing here is just getting the RC away from the rage, and if you're doing that, that's a very solid thing. I'd give it a 9.5 flat. Oh, excuse me. All right, Keegan, you sauce me your player code. We'll take a look at that first. There we go, and we'll continue on here. Yeah. If anyone wants a base review on TikTok, I see a lot of people posting their codes. Type !review. Alrighty. So. I don't know if I like the hook tower there. Now, obviously, we do have the privilege of seeing where the traps are. Now, if you were attacking, obviously, we wouldn't know where these traps are. But here's my biggest problem currently. If they have the ice block, I would be a little bit worried about how much value you can get on an RC dive. Obviously, you have a lot of anti-bait. And I don't really think that people with Fox would necessarily do this. But if you come in with like an RC and you go in here and you like purposely have the hook tower hook her in, the value you can get in this area is crazy, right? I'd be a little bit worried about that. I do think Double Rage, obviously, is either the strongest, depending on how it's implemented, or second strongest, depending on how it's implemented. The base does fantastic, I'm sure. But, actually, I'm pretty sure this is an old double invis base converted into a double rage base. I don't think the hook tower is the correct play. Maybe because of, like, Root Riders and Spirit Fox, maybe they're not pulling that off, and maybe majority of the attacks it maybe can benefit from. I just know that, like, if they can use this hook tower with the king, the RC, I think the hook tower, and it's very easy, I feel like, to exploit that. I think that could be kind of rough. So the only thing I'd be saying is be careful about that. Everything else looks fine. Good dead zone around the town hall. Everything. You can cycle through. Oh, the different this thing. I have not gotten it, chat. What do you guys think? Should I get this? The cyber hologram. Do I need more obstacles? I mean, the answer is probably yes, right? Bro, you're exposing his base. Yeah, everyone knows now. Jordan, sauce me your player code. We can take a look. And then after this, I believe no more base reviews for a little bit. We can then get right into the attacks. Crazy name. Okay. Okay. I have a small issue with this base. Actually, I have two issues with this base. Um, First things first, great scenery. I actually think this looks, dude. This scenery actually looks so good on like almost every town hall. I love the underglow effect. I've always been a sucker for what's it called? Underglow on cars. So I feel like this almost gives that kind of that feeling a little bit. I'm kind of rushed. What should I upgrade? Always work on offense first. So it looks like your army camps are probably good. Heroes are always a very solid thing. Looks like your clan castle's maxed out. If your offense is solid, I would recommend key defenses. Actually, if you really want to be efficient with it, hold on. If you really want to be efficient on upgrading, upgrade medium tier defenses such as like air defenses, like wizard towers, stuff like that, and save your magical items for the big ticket items. I'm talking like Inferno towers, Eagle artilleries, stuff like that. Clan Castle is also a huge one to be using magical items on because it takes so much time off when you use those on those items. So I would focus on that. Always, I think air defenses are always a very, very solid option to upgrade, anyways. Especially because Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12, really any Town Hall after Town Hall 11, there's always going to be people using E-Dragons, and air defenses obviously are a huge counter to that, so I definitely recommend that. That being said, this base, I think, has some flaws to it. I like the single Infernos. The E-Dragon value on this base is pretty rough, unfortunately. You can definitely chain through a lot of this base because everything is like too close to each other. So E-Dragons are really gonna cook here. Pretty much anywhere where you place them. So that's not a really good thing because I think E-Dragons are gonna get a ton of value. Additionally, it looks like you're kind of setting up a ring-based design, and that's not a bad thing. I actually love ring-based designs. The only problem with your current setup here is how ring bases work for a little crash course. You have typically good stuff in the center here. The things that are going to do damage, typically the town hall, things that prevent the town hall getting taken down. And then typically you have some dead space around here, right? And the whole concept of it is you push into the base, and because there's dead space, they just go around the base, right? That's the core concept of a ring base. They go around it. The only problem with yours is you have defenses in the where the dead space is supposed to be, and what that does is it leaves an opening for the troops to instead go in towards the base because they path with the defenses, right? So unfortunately, I would definitely not have your single Infernos there. You have a ton of you have a ton of walls that are kind of being utilized where you don't really need them in here. I definitely recommend using these walls, expanding these compartments, getting as many 2-tile gaps as possible between things that will prevent E-Dragon value, and then probably move the single Infernos also to the outside. That's probably what I'd recommend. if you're going to just try to do some solid fixes. Also, you have some things around these expos down here. I really don't think you need walls around the expos, realistically. If you really wanted to, you could have those as single infernal compartments, but I definitely think utilizing those walls to expand your base even further to get more spacing would be significantly better, and I think you'd defend against E-Dragons so much more. Thought you gift something for a base review? You can do that for immediately. Otherwise, the free version on TikTok is just to like up the live stream. If you guys fill up the stuff, you guys can do another one. Dang, I missed the predictions. Let it be known my guess is 300 to 309. Well, too bad. You're going to be wrong because I'm going perfect today. Watch this. Watch this. First attack. First attack's going to be an easy... Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna get spicy with this base, actually. I think I'm gonna get spicy with this base. I got an idea. Chat, I'm cooking up something. Watch this, watch this. This will be written in the history books here. Everyone hates the hook tower, especially when it hooks something that's very important, right? Watch this, watch this, watch this. I'm cooking up something nasty right here. We're in the kitchen. We're making something like, chat, what's a nasty dish? What's something nasty? Meatloaf. We're cooking up some meatloaf right here, chat. And the meatloaf is served. And the meatloaf is served. Just like that, baby. Some people are going to really hate that I'm comparing a nasty thing to meatloaf. Okay, Queen, I'm gonna need you to take those out and then join the group, please, a little bit. And we hit him with, yeah! Dude, not only, okay, right? So I love taking advantage of the hook tower, but specifically, dude, delaying the hook for the back, like the last bit, just to take that out right at the last moment. That's huge. That's huge right there. And we just absolutely slammed the base right there. You guys taking notes? Wait, you guys don't like steak dinners, bro? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I used to not like steak. I used to be a steak non-enjoyer. But I think it was just because how I was cooking it or getting it cooked for me as a kid. The hook tower can be annoying against dragons. Real. I've always kind of said, oh, we're doing this. We're doing this here, yeah? Okay. All right. So, if anyone doesn't know, we have a little game on the Purple website. And how it works is you can choose a number. And if that number is chosen, you get a sub, a gold pass. Sorry, not a sub. You get a gold pass. Joker here picked the number 14. If this dice rolls a 14, my man's wins a gold pass. That being said, this will be the last gold pass, and the next prize, I think, will be a scenery. Here we go. Bang. Dude, I'm telling you guys, this dice has an absolute mind of its own. 15 is the number it chose. 13, right in between there, is the number he was looking for. And it said, nah. That is crazy. Dude, I'm telling you guys, this dice is a troll. All right, we also have a base review here. Is it impossible to get it right? It's a 1 in 20 odds. It's low odds. But it's also a free dice roll, you know, so, you know. Here we go. He's running this base. All right. Celebi. Here's what I will say. I don't think that this base design could work against people for sure. Double invis bases will always work, like low legends, non-legends kind of thing. This base will work, and you'll definitely get defenses from time to time for sure. And by defenses, I mean like non-triples. The only problem with this is that this base is super, super old. And I think even additionally, with the introduction of an ice block, I think it's super, super, super easy to take down if someone's using the ice block. That being said, I don't know how many people actually implement the ice block, so you could actually still be solid. I don't know. Again, I kind of feel like no, not a lot of people use the ice block. I could be completely wrong on that. Actually, you know what? Chat, say me in chat if you guys are an ice block user. I'm curious. If you guys consistently use the ice block in your attack army, say me. I'm curious how many. It looks like we have a few people, maybe. But the ice block completely ruins the space, unfortunately. So I think your upgrades are pretty decent. Looks like a little rush, but not too bad by any means. Definitely savable for sure. I definitely think you can definitely still win defenses. But you know, realistically, if you're worried about like the rushed aspect of your base, a double invis base actually could really cook low key in like a CWL aspect, or like a war or even maybe legends, just because invises exploit bad attackers more than just raw power. Raw power is more in the rage and the poison towers, where they're just doing enough damage to the troops. The Invis Tower really focuses on the main attacker, and obviously because you're not fully maxed out, you don't have that raw strength, raw power. So actually, maybe this base is really good for this account. That being said, the overall account, I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. You're doing fantastic. Great upgrades so far. I like what you're doing, but it's an old base design, unfortunately. That is basically what I'm saying. You have to run Ice Block and Legend League counters double invis bases. It really does. It really does, though. But I think I'll start using it since you can trigger the invis tower and take advantage of the hook. Yeah, dude, it's the Ice Block. When I saw it, I was like, oh, dude, but it really can cook, bro. It really can cook. Speaking of cooking, let's do it. Let's cook up a little something, yeah? This is kind of an annoying base. I feel like I'm not going to be able to get into the middle here. Okay. Didn't need that other invis. That kind of sucks. Also, what else kind of sucks is that's a lot of damage. Alright, we need you to heal up Boothang. Okay, you know, I don't mind the minion prince. Minion prince, okay. If we can take that out, big dubs. Ooh! Okay, I said we had to take it out though. We had to take it out though. I feel like we didn't really take it out, you know what I'm saying? Ice Block can be used against Tornado, Town Hall Bomb, Poison Tower. Oh, dude, I never even thought about... Yo, if your RC gets stuck in a Tornado Trap, just popping the Ice Block instead of wasting a ton of Invit. I like that. What are your final thoughts about the Dragon Riders? I'm still using them on my secondary account. I think that there's definitely potential. I think there's definitely potential. Dude, Ice Block, dude, hold on. How many people are using Ice Block on my... No Ice Block. No Ice Block. Oh, wait, no. Yes, Ice Block. Yes, Ice Block. No Ice Block. No Ice Block. So we have one so far. Dude, I don't think a lot of people are using Ice Block. I'm gonna be honest, chat. We might be ahead of the curve here. I've seen one person use Ice Block. Oh, there's two. You got a 1-star. That's not a great sign, though. Yo, chat. I think we're. Oh, there's another Ice Block. He also didn't triple. Yo, this is not looking great. I mean, to be fair, a lot of non-Ice Block users also didn't triple though either. So I mean, oh, there's an Ice Block user that did triple. I think there's a lot of people that are not using Ice Block. What's up, Spec? Honestly, using Ice Block versus Poison is smart. I got to do that more often. Using against Poison, I mean, I guess. I don't know if I'm convinced on that one. I like the Tornado Trap potential idea. I kind of like that one. Okay. So, I kind of know how I attack this base. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll see. My queen went down. Oh, man. Dude, I look away for a second. For a split second. That's right. That's right. Wait, hold on. Maybe this is not right. Nah, it's right. It's right. It's right. Should I max Builder Apprentice or Lab Assistant first? I want to rush from Tunnel 15 to Tunnel 17. Builder Apprentice 100,000%. If you're rushing, always do progression. Obviously, both of those technically can be progression. But for the most part, this is a banger of a song. For the most part, if you're rushing and you're rushing only a singular account, I think the base progression is better than the laboratory progression, purely because when you upgrade stuff in the lab, you can just upgrade specifically what you're looking for in an attack. So going up to Tunnel 17, you could run just dragons, and that way you only have to upgrade like literally one troop for the most part. Obviously, you're gonna have to do a little bit more. You don't have to get all fancy how I am. It does add a little bit more the more fancier you get. You know, the headhunters, the little bit of balloons, the giant. You know, but realistically, you could just place in all dragons and call it a day, which is super, super easy. And then after the fact, and then your lab assistant's kind of like whatever. You're upgrading kind of just whatever not. Where I feel like the Builder Apprentice will always continually upgrade really good stuff. Does that make sense? So I would definitely say Builder Apprentice. I feel like I'm missing daily check-ins here. Hold on one second. Tom B. I don't think I actually said welcome into you. Welcome in, my guy. Davy Jones, welcome in. We got Probably High, welcome in. It's Frawley, welcome in. Prabby, welcome in. Can we get a shout out for Prabby? I don't know if we did that 10K raffle, but just in case we didn't, there you go. Sniper Tower 101, welcome in. We got Axelos, welcome in. Wukong Monkey King 1, welcome in. And Demigorgon, welcome in. How you guys doing tonight? Side question off of that. As a returning player, should I use gems to get epic equipment or level the builder helper? That is a fantastic question. Basically, you're looking at progression or war power. And that's kind of what you're going to have to determine for yourself. Would you rather do better in wars or progress faster? Now, that being said, progressing faster still does help you with war power.
KR0 Nox just cheered 30 bits.
Capsby, you absolute beast, bro. Just a 500? Little 500? Just a little boop 500. There you go. There you go. Brother, you absolute beast of a legend, bro. Oh, never mind. That was not a 500. That was a 30. Why did I see 500? Maybe I'm tripping. Oh, I saw the multi-raffle for 5,000. You know what? Whatever. Guys, it just is what it is. Okay, back to the question though. Sorry. I personally would rather do the Builder Apprentice over the equipment, just because obviously you're going to have to upgrade heroes at some point, and knocking off basically up to 2 days on every single upgrade, I think adds more war power than just equipment can. And additionally, I do think, even though this is probably not going to be the best example of it, you don't have to use epic equipment. Realistically, in this attack strategy, you don't have to use the action figure. You could use the healer puppet, which is not epic equipment. Instead of the rocket spear, you can use a haste vial instead. Dude, I don't know how many times I've said it, but like, bro. But like realistically, in this scenario here, you can use a lot of non-epic equipment and still do very, very good. Where I think again, progression would be top notch, top tier. That's basically all I'm trying to say. I think the Builder Apprentice is better. All right, we have a posture check, and we have a hydrate. Olymp scenery review, please. What? What does that mean? I just wish you could put Lab Assistant on pets. Dude, real. Oh, we have a Mad Ram. Oh, this is a Clash bashing player, right? Do I have my clans correct there? Right? Chat, right? Can I get a confirmation on that one? Excuse me. Yikes.
Dosi just subscribed for 38 months. 38 months, baby.
Dude, 38 months. I can't whistle right now for some reason. What is happening? Well, that's a rip. Dude, what? I can't whistle right now! Yeah, okay, whatever. They said, no, 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 no. Also, speaking of no, 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 this monolith is putting in work, putting in hours. There we go. Jesus Christ, bro. It's gonna bother me. Dude, Lactose, 38 months. Okay, well, this is getting annoying. Bruh, how many of you, dude, the amount of seeking air mines around this bad boy, Jesus. We got it, though. Why not use Spirit Fox with RC charge? I think I gotta make a video on this here, hold on. So many people asked that question here. Okay. I think I maybe have made a video on that before. Someone said that was Clash Bashing's second account. Specifically, this one is? Rocky? Jesus. They've been 391 before? Okay. This is Clash Bashing's second account? No, I'm not saying that like that. Oh, maybe it is. I just wish that they'd give me a sign somewhere that this was Clash Bashing's account. Chat. Can someone throw me a sign here if it is or not? I'm wondering. No, okay. So, because I get asked it a lot, why I use the Phoenix on my RC instead of a Spirit Fox. The reason for it is I feel like every Spirit Fox charge I've ever seen or tried to do, almost. That one was so intentional, wasn't it? That one was so intentional. I'll just say ease of use. All right, I'll just say ease of use. There we go. It's easier. Every single time. Every single time. How you doing, my man? I'm doing fantastic. People are praying at my downfall, though. People are definitely preying on the downfall there. We have to make a compilation. Dude, literally just look at, I'm telling you guys, look at my TikTok videos. I'm telling you, I swear every video has my notification because someone redeemed something the moment I start talking. Just, uh, there's no shot I can get in here, can I? Where are the air sweepers? Oh, there's one. What? Oh, Buddy tried to be sneaky with it. Buddy tried to be sneaky with it. Little trickster. Okay, well that actually that's annoying. Okay. That kind of annoyed me right there. I'm not going to get in here, am I? The moment my RC finished up what she's doing, the other defense went down. Oh! The air sweeper is still here, man. I feel like this wait, what just popped the ice golems? What just popped the ice golems? Huh? What? Hold on. What? I need to see that back here. I need to see that back. Did anyone see what popped the ice golems there? Am I tripping here? What popped the ice golems? I don't think it was the RC. Because the RC I placed over here. I need to take a look back there. What's up, Cell? Can we get a shout out for Cell? Welcome in, Miss Nikki. How you doing? Also, welcome in TMG. I don't think I said that. Also, Celebi, also welcome in. Hold on. We got to take a look back here. I need to see what popped the ice golems. Because even if it was my RC pulling from here, that still doesn't make sense in my opinion. It might have pulled the ice golems here, but it still doesn't make sense. Okay, no, so there's no ice golems here. Literally none. Literally no ice golems. Oh my goodness. I see it. I see. Oh my lordy. Even when it's not the queen, it's still the queen. Oh my god. Oh my god, and he's like basically hidden in there, bruh. Oh my god. Oh well. We still tripled. Easy. Easy. Alright, I need some more troops out here. Also, hold on. I feel like I skirted past this a little too quickly. V Lockdos, are you still in the background, my guy? Are you still here? Buddy came in 38 months. I did thank him for the 38 months. But what I didn't thank him for is the fact it's a tier 3 sub. You absolute majestical person, bro. Appreciate it. I don't want to glaze over that, you know. Dude, you guys have gone absolutely bananas tonight. Absolutely insane. All right, here we go. We continue on. And then after my Legends hits, I'll do a little announcement here. It is a re-announcement. I've announced it before in the past. We attacked this base literally just like earlier tonight. The only problem with this is typically the second time I attack a base, it never goes correctly. The second time is always worse for some reason. Song's kind of a jammer, chat. Save my RC. Save her. Save her. Warden. Warden. What are you doing? Okay. Buddy watched her die. Buddy watched her die. He's like, the RC, she's standing right outside my aura. She's not in my aura. I can't let that happen. It's either she's in my aura or she's not in my aura. Why did we just beat up an ice golem in the corner of the base? What was he doing to us? You never talked about why you don't use the spirit box because you got interrupted. Yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. I did actually finish it. I just said it's because it's easier. What equipment on the RC here? I'll just show you all my equipment. Again, you don't have to run Spear. You can definitely do a variant with the Haste Vial, which is, you know, a common equipment. You don't have to use the action figure. You could 100% use the Healer Puppet. You could totally do either one of those, and you'd do completely fine. Did you make your own goals thing on the side? Are you talking about this down here? This thing? Yes, I did make it myself. Kind of. I mean, yes, and kind of no. I mean, I did take it from the middle section. Snake ring, is this real? This thing? Yeah. Snake bracelet? Well, we have a live attack here. I thought that was trash. No, actually the snake bracelet is not only used at the highest level of like Legend League, but also in like CW, or not CWL, in like Worlds. Worlds, it's actually very, very strong and used pretty common. You came into Jaker Playmaker's stream the other day, saw his goal thing I made. Oh, yeah. Wait, you're the one that made it? I know he was saying, like, sorry, you made his version of it, right? Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I think you did pretty good. I'm kind of curious. I was wondering what kind of software you guys use for, like, different goals, because I'd imagine it's different than what I'm using. Oh, you wrote it in Python. Okay. I was gonna say, I kind of liked how you guys had the numbers thing for like a counter. I finally figured it out for the gems thing. How I do it. I don't use Python. I use a different program. But I was like, man, the numbers look a little bit cleaner on his. Kind of funny. Yeah. I've been doing well. I've been doing fantastic. What's the best Tunnel 14 attack strategy? Low key, I feel like you could probably make a variant of the dragon attack army that I run. You could probably do it at Town Hall 14 as well. Yeah, that air sweeper just did a number on things. What's a good ground attack strat as a Town Hall 13 whilst going against Town Hall 14s? You're probably going to want to do some sort of... Actually, hold on. I actually have an answer to that. So, what is a good attack... What is a good ground attack strat as a Town Hall 13 whilst going against Town Hall 14s? Typically, any sort of like queen charge or anything is typically very, very solid, especially going up higher Town Halls. Never expect a triple if you're going against a higher Town Hall. That being said, I would say Super Witches a Warden Fireball Super Witch attack, I think could go insane. Biggest thing you're going to have to worry about is a time fail, but if you practice it and get fast enough with it, I generally think you could easily as a Town Hall 13, triple a Town Hall 14. All right, chat, we have 2 more attacks here. Let's do this bad boy. Oh, we got a hook tower, chat. You know what that means. We got a nice little hook tower here. All right. Thing we need to not have happen is my RC go to the top of the base. And by the top, I mean like by the town hall. And preferably also not on the outside of the base. Yoink. Okay, I would have very much preferred to take out the other rage tower if we could have, but I guess that works. I mean, we'll make it work. You know what's crazy? We didn't have to go against the air sweepers. I'm getting close to getting Fireball, but I don't have it at the moment, so I have an alternative could I use. Again, probably like Queen Charge, Super Bowlers or something could also work. I think my Dragons dipping into the Air Sweeper could cause a time fail on this one here. I think we're going to time fail because my Dragons took a beeline in front of the Air Sweepers. Actually, this might just be a full fail now at this point. No, I think my Warden could clutch up on this. I think it's a time fail. Rip. My first fail. Could you please explain the point of the Headhunter? I don't see why being it. You take out heroes with the Headhunter. Or cleanup. I mean, kind of an expensive cleanup, but you could totally do it too. I just RC charged Dragons at Tunnel 14. My peak is 5,200. Honestly, not that bad. Considering Tunnel 17 is max and there's no matchmaking up at higher or in Legend League, it's actually very, very solid. As long as I don't fail this other attack, this next attack here, I should go positive today. No redeems. Big dubs, I appreciate it. I'm not feeling Clash lately, to be honest. Yuya? Really? Just like kind of bored of it? I have an idea that I'm going to... Okay. I have an announcement, another announcement, other than the other one. And I have announced this announcement before in announcements and on stream, but this announcement I will announce after my Legends. Gotcha. And this one this announcement here could maybe be pretty nice. But once I announce this announcement, I don't want to get like too much hype built for it because I did that last time, and I think the announcement that I already announced is a little too much hype built, I guess. And then if I don't deliver on it, it's just kind of rough, you know? Did you propose to sell? Huh? Can we expect events like the previous one where we have a choice of new epic equipment, in this case for the Minion Prince, and old equipment as was the case of the Mirror Queen? I mean, that's been happening for the last, like, I think 3 events. So yes, you probably, maybe if you haven't been taking advantage of the previous ones, obviously this is a mini event here, but any of the larger events, I think typically have been for the last 3 times. Would you support it if they added more time on attacks? I could. I think adding more times could add more. I don't know. Okay. That actually adds an interesting topic here. Would I support if they added more time on attacks? That opens 2 doors. One, I think attacks can get more creative because you have more time to do some crazy stuff. Imagine like you could do larger Warden charges. You could do more timed things. Queen charge has a little bit more time. But the other door it opens, and this is the unfortunate part, people already consider attacking way too easy. If you add more time to that, it makes it even easier to triple, which would anger a different portion of the community. So, would I support it? I think yes. I think it would be more fun because I think the hardcore attackers, obviously you have hard mode, you have the pros, obviously they attack in a whole different version of the game, a hardcore mode kind of thing. And I think it could add more creativity to the attacks, but realistically, I don't know. What would you guys rather have? Would you guys rather have more time and more creative attacks but have it easier, or do you guys think it's already too easy to attack? I'm curious. Is the game too easy, or would you guys like more time? They need to add time to the walls, to be honest. Don't even get me started on the wall thing, bro. I've said this before. I think walls should be way more expensive at the highest level. Like, way more expensive. And I truly mean that. That's not like some sort of side joke or anything. I heard they want to make more space so they could add more time if that happens. They want to add more space? I'd be curious if they do. I don't think they would. I know of a technical way that they could do it, but I don't think that they would. This has got to be baited. This has got to be so baited. This has got to be the most bait anyone's ever baited here. This guy might even be a master at it. Sorry. Sorry, like this has got to be trapped up, you know? Is my queen in this mess somehow? Did my queen make it in there? Chat, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe I've mentioned this before, but have I ever said how much I hate the queen? I'm curious. I'm curious if I've ever said that before or mentioned something like that. Dude. Deep breaths, chat, deep breaths. Deep breaths, chat. It doesn't change the fact that my queen literally ran into a compartment, pulled the ice golems, the entire stuff got flamed, and then the moment that the ice golems went away, she dipped on out. That is besides the fact. That is completely has nothing to do with anything that I'm mad about. That is a very appropriate and reasonable interaction there that I very much am happy about. Because we still tripled. We still tripled. So, unfortunately, I did not get the 320. I went 311. One time fail separated me from going perfect. That's tough. One time fail separated it. Can we get... Oh, you want a replay on the queen? Okay, I gotcha. Because she really ran into a compartment, pulled the ice golems, and then dipped on out right after. I think someone sent something. Hold on. One second. So, my queen runs in here. She runs in heroically. She pulls the ice golems like a true hero. Everything gets roasted, and the 3 ice golems are popped individually as my queen does her thing. Ooh. Huge value by the queen. Huge value by the queen. Then, afterwards, she dips on out after shooting a wall and not finishing the wall. Huge value. Huge value. Let's go. W Queen. We love it. We love a girl boss here. Woo! That's my favorite hero right there, baby. All right, hold on. Keegan, I got you. All right. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Chat, before saying anything. Chat, before I say anything, where would you attack on this base? Give me a clock direction here, okay? Where would you attack on this base? Give me a clock direction here. 12 probably? I'm curious. Where would you attack on this base? Because you know what I find very interesting? I always see rage towers on this base. Or when I see a rage tower, I'm like, ooh, that's good value. Let's get that rage tower. And to be fair, from different attack strategies, you could be attacking the space very differently here. Looks like a lot of 9s and 10s, which is very similar to like 12. Obviously, we know where the traps are. But the thing I find interesting about this base is, don't get me wrong, these Rage Towers can definitely still cook, but they're actually not covering a lot. They cover 4 defenses, and I mean, I guess Builder Hut, don't count out the Builder Hut, but like that's on the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of value. If you dove that with an RC, I don't think you're getting bad value necessarily, but I don't know, I don't think that's not like insane though either, you know? That's kind of interesting. Don't get me wrong, multi-infernos go absolutely berserk. Rage scatter shots can go absolutely insane as well. I'm not saying that those aren't very strong defenses, but I don't know. I feel like compared to some other defenses or different bases that have like fire spitters in there, expos in there, multi-archer towers, against like at least a dragon attack, that's not. If you dove that, I don't like it. It's all right, but it's not like super insane, you know. What's up, Roger? Which I find kind of interesting. I feel like this base actually has a very, very balanced aspect of the base, especially because if you dove here, you have the fire spitters to worry about. You still have the monolith. You still have the multi-gear tower. You probably would still have a different rage on the other aspect. You still have all the air defenses still pretty much, depending, obviously, if you do come in from like 9 o'clock, like people were saying. I don't know. That's kind of insane. I feel like this base is kind of tricky, actually, because again, my mind is typically so focused on, ooh, Rage Tower, let me clear out that section real quick. And I feel like not only would she take a ton of damage, depending on what side she comes in, I don't think it's actually the greatest value, which I find also very interesting. So I think this is kind of a spicy base, actually. I could see it, especially if you don't take out the towers and you're like a Root Rider enjoyer. These Rage Towers could really hurt. So I don't know. It's kind of insane. I like this base. I like this trickiness. I'd give this like a 9.5 to 10 out of 10. I actually think that this is a very nice, unique base design that I've never seen before. That being said, Penguini came in with the raid. Can we get a shout out for Penguini here? What an absolute beast. What an absolute legend. Buddy's getting close to his 300. I'm assuming he didn't get that today. Penguini, did you? It's going to take me a while to get up there, but I might have to try to. If I'm going for it. No, not today. Dude, if I'm going to try to get for 300, I'm going to definitely have to put in some work, put in some hours. That being said, I do also have a few questions that were asked and an announcement that I'm going to have to do. So one of the questions was, how do I continue playing this game? Apparently, people get bored after like 4 months. I have fun with the game, or at least I try to have fun with the game, you know? I tried mixing up some stuff. Obviously, you see me typically do a lot of the same stuff. It's what I enjoy. It's not necessarily the strongest attack, but I'm not like burning myself out on trying to learn a attack strategy that I don't want to use. That's like whatever. I do still switch it up from time to time, you know, trying different attacks that could be a little bit more fun. But I also just make stupid accounts where they're not trying to be good. They're not trying to be the best of the best. They're fun, stupid accounts just to challenge myself to do something different. For example, this is my level 1 everything account where everything is trying to be level 1. Unfortunately, with the introduction of the Minion Prince, that did break this account, and now I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do specifically with this account. But I don't know. I think it's very important to have fun with the game above anything else. This new account that I'm kind of working on is definitely also something that, you know, I think will be kind of another not super strong account, but it would be kind of fun. That being said, I do have another announcement. Chat. I think it was last October. So we're going back almost a year here. I made an announcement to you guys on a super secret account that I was working on that I got permission. I had to actually get permission from Supercell in order to create, because this account would be the first of its kind. It rides the line on being TOS, but how I was going to do it wouldn't be TOS. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, or if maybe you do, it's an account that in a certain particular way would be played on by everyone. It would be like a shared account that everyone would work on it together. Now, sharing accounts is against terms of service. Don't share your accounts. It's against terms of service. But this particular way I was going to do it, I got permission to be able to do it. The only problem is I had to put in work, put in hours for it, and I thought I'd get it done a lot sooner. I did work on a ton. Unfortunately, that didn't end up happening. Obviously, it's now July and it's still not out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm feeling the motivation to continue working on it. And I think I when I was programming it and doing all the stuff that I needed to do for it, I went too large too quickly. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to first try to do the very basic stuff and then build from there. So that I guess that's just my thing. I'm going to continue working on that account and hopefully we can do it. Yep. I don't want to give away too much because I don't want someone to like take my idea and beat me to the punch. I do love sharing my ideas, but I think this one in particular. Someone using other... is that allowed? No, that's not allowed. Burlip. That is not allowed. That's against terms of service. So, that I'm going to try to work on in the future here. Obviously, that's going to take some time to do. But if I can get it set up, I'm going to start off pretty basic, I think. And then we can go from there. So, but I think it'll be pretty cool. If you guys stick around, maybe you guys can be part of it, which I think will be super, super fun. I'm not going to go into detail exactly how it's going to work, just because, don't get me wrong, again, I don't want this taken in a wrong way or anything like that. A lot of people do take my ideas, and I'm very happy to share a lot of my ideas, but in particular, this is an idea that I'm hoping I kind of have a unique hold on if I can. So, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I kind of want to get back into it, so... Hopefully I can get it done. Hopefully I can get it done here. Very basic stuff, but I think if it happens, I'd have a very unique account. That's basically what I was just going to say. Dude, it's so crazy. I don't know if I'm I'm a delusional dreamer or anything like that, but I swear I have so many ideas for so much different things for Clash of Clans that I want to develop and bring to light. I just don't have like all the resources to do it, if that makes sense. Dude, I have so many different ideas. So many ideas, and I don't know, I gotta work on it. I've even kind of thought about working on it on stream, like with you guys, but I don't know yet, because again, I don't know. I'll have to figure out some stuff. But hopefully I can get it done. That being said, chat, let me pale predictions on the last one here. What were predictions there? Alrighty, chat. We're going to do this one here. What will I get in Legend League? 2-minute prediction. I think I'm pretty low. Yeah, I'm really low in trophies. So it's probably going to be a pretty easy day, but I am running a new attack here. This giveaway. Wait, 17 days? Jesus. Wait, what's today? Tuesday? Oh, man. I was going to say, we could probably do it Friday. Jesus. Okay. I thought it was only 2 weeks. Dang. Time has flown on by. How about we do a double giveaway? How about that? I've asked this before. Who's all in here? Who's all in here? Chat, this scenery, I have the option to get some of these to give away. Would you guys want one of these sceneries if I can get my hands on some to give to people? Is this anything like I don't know if a lot of people have this scenery. I don't know if people would want this scenery. I do think that this is one of the better sceneries out there. This is one of the first ones that like I feel like really had some great depth to it. So I'm curious. Is this something that you guys would want if I can get my hands on giving some away? If I had to get one, I would get this one. Okay. So, I think if that's going to be the case, I could totally do that. And then I think come Friday, we can do one of these alongside the other, the Gold Pass. And then we could probably do some on like Discord or something. No. These are completely meant for giveaway purposes. They're no buying, no nothing. Dude, I do love the atmosphere of this one. I know this is like an older scenery, but man, this does have a it's got like so much atmosphere, you know. Also, who's subbed right now? Who's got the emote? Who's got the emote, chat? Who can get it first? Not that one, Galaxies. Gosh. Dude, I should add some more of these bad boys, I feel like. Question is, who is not subbed? Is there TMG's not? Any non-subbers in chat right now? Who dodged all of them? Yeah, dude, I've seen the one that jumps. That one's so fun too. I love the atmosphere of that one. Goblin Caves goes crazy. So I'll get my hands on some of them to give you guys. Maybe I'll have to pull a Scarface, and maybe I'll give some away on non-Clash streams. I'm playing some Delta Force, and maybe I'll just like, oh, the people that stuck around, here, take one. You know, I think we'll have fun with this. I think we'll have fun with this one. Well, I kind of wanted the air sweepers more than anything. Warden, or Minion Prince, can you at least, like, look a certain way here? But he's, like, looking all around. Wait, who gifted the sub? No TTS? I turned down the alerts thing because it just kept popping up. Yo, Tom gifted the sub. Yo, W Tom. Sorry, someone kept redeeming the moment I would talk. I don't know what. I think I'm gonna have to get better at that. Chess, good morning. Good morning, buddy.
Descatar 1973 just subscribed for 14 months.
Good morning. I heard you went to go make some food and then passed out. True story or fake rumors? Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad that we have people flying down the highway to get back quicker to play Delta Force. We have people going to get food, passing out because they're so sleep deprived. We have people, so I don't know who would do this, but canceling stream because of a bet to get on Delta Force. Dude, like what is happening? Some people have stayed up an ungodly amount of time to play this game. Dude, it's bad. It's bad. But the good news is, I think once it comes to councils and whatnot, I think it'd be pretty solid. What's up, Nathan? How you doing, my guy? Ninja's playing it? Wait, really? Like, actually? Not right now, surely, right? Hopefully I could spell it right. Has he actually been? Someone shared a clip in general. Wait, no shot? Hold on. Will this work? There we go. Real. He's not even running the operations mode. Is he truly talking about Delta Force though? I mean, he could be talking about literally anything here. Oh, maybe he literally was. Maybe this is definitely not his gameplay here. But is he actually talking? True, dude. It's a good game. I don't know if is he actually talking about Delta Force in that clip though? Hip, I have a question about this sponsor. When does it end? Right after this, will another one start? And how does the process to get the pass? Okay, so I can send out passes pretty much right away after the thing ends. It ends, I think, in about a day. I could give you the exact time. Maybe not the exact time, but like down to like the hour. I played for 5 hours yesterday, took a 2-hour break, and then Joker got on, and we grinded for another 12 hours. Dude, it's so bad. Actually, I can. Okay, so from this moment on, in 22 hours and 13 minutes, the giveaway is done. Dude, the game is, and if you have a mobile device, you can play it. You can play it on mobile currently. Obviously, when it comes to console, I think it would be huge, but dude, it is a pretty crazy game. Peep loot flex real quick. Ooh, dang. Wait, how much money is that right there? That's like what? But he's always like, I got no money, I got no money. But he just actually showed like 20 mil right there. Nah, I got no money. Meh. Also, I don't know where I've picked up that mocking noise, but like it's actually, dude, it's actually so bad. I don't know why. I don't know why. So, Smacks, what you're telling me is I need to now start working to get my rocket fuel, right? Oh, I forgot gosh dang it. I forget that I'm not using the. Don't get me wrong, I like Jay-Z. But when it has parental advisory on it, explicit lyrics, unfortunately, not really family friendly for the stream. Again, I hate having to do family friendly stuff, but it's not my rule. It's not my rule. Sexy ability on the minion, real. We have a base review? Alright, one second, one second, one second. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty crazy thing. Oh no, Tom, I know, I don't know if that's where I picked it up from specifically, but I do know that he does use it, and that. Dude, this attack, I think if you do get it down, is pretty nice, I won't lie. Yeah, dude, it's also so quick. It's so quick. Do you prefer Rage over the Life Aura? I do not. It does feel kind of weird without the Eternal Tome. It's kind of scary. Why does this feel like an early 2000s song? Because it is. What's up, Pit Lord? What's up, Gaming with Javi? Ooh. Do we hit, like, multiple combos here? Oh my god, chat. I think I've peaked. I think I am the greatest I have ever been, ever. I'm hitting all the combos right here. I don't think I get better than this. I don't think I get better than this. I think I have truly hit the top. Smacks, because of no reason, I'm going to let you know right now, I have war hits, and then I also have a sponsored section of the stream tonight. So it will be probably a hot second. Dude, this attack is very quick. Bro, this attack is speedy. And dude, it's kind of fun low-key too. Dude, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to switch this to my main. I can't even lie. I am tempted. There is a part of my mind that is thinking it. But chat, where is Josie? Oh, okay. Thank God. My minion prince is a little distracted here. And by a little distracted, I mean like very, very, very distracted. Still tripling. Dude, if my minion prince... Oof. Again, Tom did bring up a point. I'm tripling these bases. Obviously, this one's not super, super great. It's still strong, but these are not maxed out heroes, not maxed out hero pets, not maxed out hero equipment. This army is pretty fun, and not even a maxed out army. So like, it's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, Jules, I got you right after. Sorry. Yeah, I got you right after this. Remind me after this attack here. I've been just going burr. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of the time. You know, dude, it's such a quick. Dude, I'm debating it. I am debating it. I am considering it. What do you guys think? Should I or should I not? Because, like, dude, time fails don't seem to be an issue, like, in any kind of capacity. What do you use for your main, then? I use the old, just mass dragon attack. Also, there's a live attack, and I know, Jules, I didn't forget after this defense. I got you right after this one. It does feel pretty solid. I think it's good enough to try to it. What do I need to do for a personal? If you want it for free, you have to come over to Twitch and get one. It does take a little bit to earn, but you do get one. Otherwise, you can send just a sunglasses. It's like it looks like a OG DeBoss type glasses, but it's like TikTok themed or something. I don't know if I just dated myself right there. That's my base design. It'll defend. All right. He's got a recall and a revive. Ugh. Warden ability goes down. These fire spitters are going to be cooking. Yeah. There. Oh, wow. They are just... Yeah. Alright. I got you. I do have a base review before yours, but I got it right after. Yeah, Squishy, you think you can triple my base now? W. It looked like he was definitely defending, but he has the revive still. There's a lot. RC got revived. Unfortunately, that's like the perfect time. Then again, though, this minion prince is putting in work, putting in hours. Hold on. Minion prince did back off. Oh, there he goes. Save it, save it, save it. Huge. Ooh, I think it might defend. It might defend or time fail. Warden. getting slammed. Down with the Warden he goes. Minion Prince got some overtime to do here. But he's earning that paycheck. Does not take out Frosty. That's unfortunate. This will not... This shouldn't triple, I don't think. Dude, that Frosty's putting in work, though. Holy. Nah, should be definitely a time fill, I think. But he's getting, like, the perfect combo of things right here. It's kind of insane. I can't be the only one who thinks that Tunnel versus Tunnel 17 seems easy to triple. I think the hard thing is being consistent with it. Dude, I feel so bad. Jules is, like, being... I got to do the base review after this one. No matter if there's an attack happening, does not matter. I will give Jules the base review after this one. If a meteor crashes through my window, it doesn't matter. I will continue on and give a base review. This looks like it's a time fill anyways. Alright, here we go. Alright, we got Jules here. Let's take a look here. We have a hook tower in the center. Actually, nothing really around it. Looks like there's a ton around it, but there's not. There's traps. I can sense the traps. I can smell them. Double poison. I like double poison. I think that's guaranteed damage. I don't like... Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, that's really interesting. So I like the hook tower. I like that there's nothing around it. It's kind of interesting because you have your air sweepers facing one direction, or sorry, your fire spitters facing one direction, and you have your air sweepers facing the same direction. So there's a lot of dead space in the back here that they can attack from and not go up against. The thing that I find interesting, though, is I think that you implemented a different trade-off. I always talk about trade-offs in the sense of, like, typically if you have, like, a base like this, where your fire spitters are facing a certain direction, typically you have, on that separate direction, you have your air sweepers facing the opposite direction, so they kind of cover each other, right? But this is where the base gets kind of interesting, because I think the counter are these poison towers on the back end with the monolith on the back end. So if you attack on the opposite side, yes, you're attacking away from all of this junk here, right? But you still have some really brutal stuff on the back end regardless there, which is kind of insane, I feel like. That's an interesting thing. That's a very interesting thing. But he said, insane RC value from the bottom right and the left towards the spitters. Are you talking like this? If you come in like this way? I would imagine that there's probably some hidden Teslas somewhere in this area. If not, I don't think that'd be a bad spot to place them. But even if you can somehow get into the middle here, or this section here, I still think that doesn't solve the issue of, like, you still have some pretty hefty stuff on the sides here that can slow down stuff. Don't get me wrong, that is there is some solid value, but at the same time, I think there's solid value technically anywhere you go in. But I think it's pretty. You think the Teslas are by the monolith? Interesting. Don't go that way. Bad things will happen to the RC. I think if whoever built the space is very, very smart, most people are right-handed, and they tend to favor this right side a lot more. That's why you'll typically see a lot of base builders place a lot of traps. And I know whenever I do attack from this side, there's typically a ton of traps that people typically go for there. I think this base is pretty solid. I like the trade-offs. Even though the hook tower I think can be exploited, I think it's pretty deep into the base, and additionally, there's not much around it. So I actually don't mind that. I like the poison. I like the trade-offs. I like the upgrades. And I can't see where the traps are on the space, but if bad things are happening to the RC because of the traps, I'm going to assume it's pretty good. I think this is gonna be like a 9.5 to 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 because they're also implementing obstacles to add a little bit more blur to it. So I like that base. That being said, also peace sign. Can you sauce your player code? We'll take a look. For that scenery, he should put all the decorations on the inside. Are you talking like, hypothetically, something like this? Chat, if anyone, I've heard a little bit of a tech here. It's not like super crazy. It's probably actually in there. But if you ever have a base like this, and like let's say you're going up with dragons and you want to find, if you find one air sweeper, click on it, and the other one should also appear to itself. Going in for war. All right, we'll watch the war attack, and then we'll do peace signs base review right after. I got you, peace sign. I got you right after this attack. Gotcha? We like that? Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Single Inferno. Good counter, good counter. Dude, I've always said this before, but I love the synergy of the Furnaces and the Warden. The synergy on that is always fantastic. Here comes the Fireball. Oh! A swing and a miss. Maybe not the worst thing, though. That could be kind of rough, though. That middle section's kind of tough. There's nothing repairing it currently, I don't think. Which is solid. He could probably Queen Arrow this. Does he have Queen Arrow? He does not have Queen Arrow. Ooh. Can he recover, chat? That is the question here. That is what everyone's wondering. He might try to place his RC in to grab that. I don't know if that's the correct play. The only reason why is because there's a lot of heroes up there. I think he's going... I think he's... Ooh, the Warden goes down. He might just... I think... Yeah, he's just going to try to recover here. Rip the Fireball right there. It was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. I've seen this attack strategy go very, very solid. It's a very strong attack when it does work, but unfortunately, man, missed fireballs are always a really tough one. It's like an all-in strat. I don't know what Smax is more scared of. A missed fireball or Joker's comments afterwards. He did actually a very solid percentage. None. The hook tower is your biggest fear? Dude, the hook tower is kind of scary when it hits. Who's saying weird things in my chat? I'll allow it. Alrighty, we have a base review. It is for Peace Sign here. He said, here's my link. Let's take a quick gander. Alrighty. So we have a Tunnel 17. We have a beefy Rage in the center here. We do have a Hook Tower. Whew. I mean, it's a solid base. I think the biggest problem on this base, unironically, might be the Hook Tower. Maybe pathing. Obviously, I can't see where the traps are. Tunnel 17 is very trap-based. I don't know where your traps are, but, like, if you have a hidden Tesla here and, like, here or something like that, same thing for this side. Whoa, what is happening? What just happened? Okay. And, like, here or something like that. Stop it. Stop being weird, tablet. I think this base could potentially be pretty solid. Actually, I think you'd want it here, not here. The reason why is I feel like you have some very solid anti-RC value going into the base and then sticking around. The only problem is I'd be afraid of an RC pushing in from like this side into the base and getting into the Rage Tower compartment. Because if they can get into the Rage Tower compartment, I think unfortunately this base gets cooked. Teslas are in front of the Town Hall. I'd probably change that. Because as of right now, if you RC from this side here, I think you can easily kind of like ping pong into the center here. And if your RC gets into this middle section, I think this base is absolutely cooked, right? But if you have some hidden Teslas where it can maybe pull the RC away and on the outside, I think that's very solid. So, what am I listening to? Okay. Yeah, you don't want the RC going into the middle of the base with hidden Teslas here. They would stick to the outside. Potentially. The only other problem is the Hook Tower can definitely pull in RCs, and then the RC would literally be like right here and then just go instantly into the middle of the base. So, I definitely move the hidden Teslas here. Otherwise, I think the base is decent. You have a lot invested into this Rage Tower compartment, so you got to be definitely careful about like fireballs or anything like that. But I don't think the base is bad. I think you move the hidden Teslas. I think that's pretty solid. Walls are pretty rough, but I mean, walls don't really matter in this game. I'd give it currently. Unfortunately, I'd probably give it like a 7.5. Make those changes, and I think you could probably be a little bit better, pretty solid potentially. Those are the changes I'd make on the base. Alrighty. Chat, we have some war attacks to do. Oh. Chat, let's do a little quick prediction. Actually, wait, hold on. Did I finish my secondary? Did I finish all my legend hits? I still have one more legend hit. Ooh. What's my favorite hero skins? I can go over that after this attack here. Actually, I think the setup I have right now on my main, I think would probably be my favorite. Actually, no, not for the Warden. What would be my favorite Warden skin? Dude, I'll put on the anime Warden. I don't know if that's still my favorite, but yeah, probably that. Why are you ignoring? What am I ignoring? Anyways, let's get into this attack here. Didn't I just attack this base? Like, last attack? I think I literally just attacked this base. Oh, tricky. Tried attacking a different way. I feel like I might regret it. This could be dicey. I guess this will be a pretty good test on this attack here. Well, I didn't mean to pop that. Well, rip. Chat, I take a break from doing my Legends hits and it all goes to crap. And we might still triple though. Magic set is fire though. I like the magic set. The magic set's pretty solid too. I'm not sure about the ghost set. Not fully convinced on that one. Man, this attack, dude, I like this. Dude, I kind of like this attack. I'm not gonna lie. I'm warming up to it more and more. I'm warming up to it more and more. Alrighty, there we go. You know what? Do we challenge ourselves here? I think we do. It was also a 320 day. Alright, I just don't think we do predictions anymore, Chad. I think it's time. I think genuinely the last like 10 predictions have been non-legitimate, so I think we just it's not even the min-maxers. No one's doing them. Censored version goes crazy. Did we just pop out of the tornado trap? That's crazy. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. New army comp. I can show it. I wonder what Clash will do with collab next. Dude, I'd be curious. I hope they do more collaborations, though. I feel like every collaboration is very, very solid. And remember, chat, this is not maxed out heroes, not maxed out hero pets, not maxed out equipment, not even really a maxed out army. But this is the comp. If you guys want to take like a screenshot or something. It's also a very fast attack. For the most part. They need to do How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, dude, that actually would fit super well. Plus, I'm a huge fan of DreamWorks. I'll say it. DreamWorks over Disney, over Pixar, over any other animation studio. DreamWorks, best of the best. Don't even at me, bruh. Who's agreeing? Any agreeers in chat? Never mind, chat. You guys all agree with me. What troop do you prefer to use the ice block on in every attack? It's a different on every attack. Nah, Pixar. Okay. What movies? What, Incredibles? Toy Story? What else? WALL-E? Is that WALL-E? WALL-E Pixar? I think it is. See, didn't they? I think Brawl Stars already did like a Toy Story collab. I don't think. Oh, I mean, wait, Pixar's got Cars? Okay, Cars is pretty solid, actually. But, like, are you guys forgetting what DreamWorks has, bro? Don't, like, bro, all I'm saying is don't be sleeping on DreamWorks there. Hold on. I will literally compare them after this. Dude, not even just Shrek. But they also have, like... They have Kung Fu Panda. They have How to Train Your Dragon. They have, dude, the Puss in Boots. Like, bro, yo, villain-wise, Puss in Boots goes crazy. Especially, like, I still haven't seen the third movie, but I just know the aura that Death has. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Wait, why am I getting no skilled? Why am I getting no skilled? What did I do? Dude, I love how the Minion Prince legitimately just will be like, nah, I'm done with this part of the attack. He's like, nah, I'm abandoning this. Also, chat, I don't think I'm tripling this. This bottom section might be a little too rough. Hook tower, go burr. Maybe I should have tried taking it out before. Dude, this combo right here is crazy work. Okay, hold on. Dude, this Hook Tower multi-gear cannon, that combo going crazy. Absolutely. Absolutely insane. I thought it said I had 1 star for a second there. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, let me look up Pixar's best movies. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we have okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Pixar has Ratatouille. Ooh, that is a good one. I'm not gonna. Yo, dude, Ratatouille goes kind of crazy. Cars. They have Up. Pixar goes kind of Wall-E. Toy Story, obviously. Dude, they have Brave. Brave is really good too. Monsters Inc. Incredibles. I don't know if I said Incredibles. That's pretty. That's pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. They're coming in. They're coming in pretty crazy here. They're coming in pretty crazy. I can't lie here. Hold on. What is the competition here? DreamWorks movies. Best movies. Why can't I? Okay, what do we have here? Oh, yo. Okay, hold on though. We got Monsters versus Aliens. Underrated movie. We have How to Train Your Dragon. We got Madagascar. We have Megamind. We have The Bad Guys. We have Kung Fu Panda. We have Rise of the Guardians. Turbo. The Croods. Wait, hold on though. Shrek, obviously. Boss Baby. Yo, hold on though. The Bee Movie. I don't. Chad, I don't know about this one, bro. I don't know if I'm glazing this, but Over the Hedge. Dude, dude, How to Train Your Bugs Life. I mean, I'm not a Bugs Life person. I'm gonna be honest. Dude, I still think DreamWorks takes this though. I'm gonna keep it real. I think DreamWorks takes it personally. I'm still team DreamWorks. I've never watched Coco, so I guess I can't say one way or the other. Alright, let me see if I can't clean up my attack here. I'm shocked. Alright, well. Alright, hold on. Let me hold off. Dude, I feel like I got like no value there. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I think we're... Dude, my Warden doesn't even know where to go because we're splitting so bad. We're splitting so much that my warden was like, I don't know where to go.
Mr_Crane_34 just subscribed for 28 months.
Mr. Crane coming in? The man? Dude, Mr. Crane, how are you doing, my guy? 28 months, absolute W. Hold on, 100K raffle for that bad boy right there. If anyone wants a base review on TikTok, you guys gotta type !review. I'll tell you. Music video feels weird, man. Rip, Mr. Crane, rip. Also, new logo? For real? Chat, it looks like we're just on cleanup duty tonight. Dude, I love Rascal Flatts. One of my favorite country bands. Where are we going? What? Why? Why? Ah, RC, don't do this, bro. Don't do this, bro. Please. Stop being weird. It's because I said I like country, wasn't it? The world is punishing me. Okay, bro. Dude. Pick a lane, bro. Holy. I feel like I just got spanked for doing that kind of stuff here. I try to give the world a compliment. I just got punished for it. Yeah, I think I just got absolutely spanked for saying I like country. That's exactly how I'm taking this. That's exactly how I'm taking this. You gonna be better? Okay, there we go. Are we gonna eke out this triple? I think we will. Car's music track is also heat. True. Very true. Wait a minute. DreamWorks has real steel? Anyone ever seen real steel? DreamWorks has a Cat in the Hat. Jesus, bro. Yeah, that's the one with yeah, Wolverine. Also, what's up, AJ? Can we get a shout out for AJ? Chat, I think I'm just a ride or die DreamWorks. I think I'm just a ride or die. Oh, but Pixar has Big Hero 6? Hold on though. Wait, they have Wreck-It Ralph? I mean, I feel like it's more of a Disney movie. Oh wait, no, Disney Pixar. Oh, dude, I don't know. Dude, they're both fantastic though. They're kind of both fantastic though. What's the normal army use for your Legends attack? For my main, this is what I'm using currently, but I might switch. Might have to rewatch it today just because, dude, it's a good movie. I watched I've been really stuck and like sucked into watching people react to movies. Because I get like all the good bits and pieces of the movie, and it's like kind of more streamlined. Kind of nice actually. But they're all movies that I've already seen before, you know? What's the earthquake for? It's for the spear. It saves value. When you go to spear something, if you have the earthquake, it takes down what, 28% or something like that? 30%? 29%. So a spear can go on, and basically if it's a two-shot, potentially it could one-shot different things. So like if we look at the spear, I think, watch this. So that's a two-shot. That would have been a one-shot. That's a one-shot. Again, that would have been a one-shot. That probably could have been a two-shot. And that still was a one-shot. So it just saves a lot of spears. So you can maybe get more potential out of it. Alright, that being said, chat, I think it's time. I don't think I have any other things. I think it's time for the sponsored section of the stream. I think we're gonna switch over to the sponsored section of the stream. Finish off the stream again with a little sponsor action, and then probably call it there. I think. So, I think I gotta get the copyright-free music going here. No base review? Brother, did you type exclamation point review? Alrighty. That being said, actually, I think I might end the live stream on TikTok and YouTube here. Just because I can't do hashtag ad, and I believe that's kind of something I need. So, that being said, if you're on TikTok or YouTube, if you guys want to chill out, you guys can come over to Twitch. Other than that,